Hello. Thank you for tuning into my channel. This is my Finish It Friday video for Friday, July 26th, 2024. So if you want to see what I've been working on this week, please stay tuned. Thank you so much for tuning in to Vlogmas in July this week. It's been kind of bonanza. We had a lot of, I think that I've had a lot of wins this week, but not any real big finishes. So we're going to start with the quilt upstairs. That's kind of a partial win. We'll keep working on that. And then I got something on the long arm. Then we'll share a few other things. This is a project that I'm really excited about finishing, even though I haven't stitched the sides down. This week I created the piano key border for the rainbow string quilt, and I've pinned it down on the long sides. I'll let you see that a little closer here. I have both sides pinned down. I just have not taken it downstairs to stitch it. I probably will do that after I film today's video, but I think it's going to be such a cute quilt. And I've been using the leftovers from these strip sets to start on the binding. I'm not sure how much of that I'm going to need, and if I'm going to have to go from find some other places to pull strips from, but we'll just see. But I'm really loving this. I just need to get it stitched up. And then once I get these sides done, I think I'm going to have to cut one rectangle off the very end of that on the top and bottom. And then the strip will be exactly the right length. So I will do that. And then we will have a completed quilt top. Here is something else that I am looking forward to completing. I have my nephew's star quilt up on the long arm. I've started quilting it. You guys voted, and spaced out was the winning quilt pattern. So I started that just a little bit here on the quilt top. I'm going to use this light gray to quilt it. Not really sure how it's going to turn out, especially in this black. It's really bright on the black. And then I'm going to show you the backing fabric in just a second, but it's going to be just this bold on the back as well. I have been quilting on it just a little bit this morning, but I left the thread like it is. We were having some thread breakage issues. I am playing around, not playing around necessarily, but the tension, I'm doing something different with the tension. And so I'm still trying to just get that figured out. But the stitches look okay. And on the back, I think they look okay too. So I'm happy with the quilting. It's just that I'm frustrated right now because the thread keeps breaking, but we'll keep working, keep digging, and get it done. Since I have that quilt on the long arm, I do want to show you the backing that I purchased for it. I did get it from Missouri Star. I got a 3-yard cut of the 108. And when I found it on Missouri Star, it was on sale for like $12 a yard. So, and it just happened to fit perfectly. I think that I would have really preferred something that was a little less black and more gray. But since this one was on sale, I just went ahead and grabbed it. So let me make sure I have the right name of it first. It does have there's nothing written on the selvage, but I think it's called Mosaic. And I think the color is black, but I'll bring it close so you can see it. It's a pretty cute one. And I think it's going to look great as the quilt backing. This is the strip that was left off. My only thing that I didn't, like, I thought about it, but I didn't really fully wrap my head around it, is that my quilt top, when I measured it, I think it was about 107. And so this is 108 wide. So I'm kind of like playing chicken with the backing fabric. I think it's going to be okay because I'm going to quilt it pretty densely with that spaced out pattern, but we'll just see. I'm going to really have to watch it as I get closer to the end, but I think we'll be okay. And I have this if we need it for the very end. And if I had been thinking, I would have just tacked it on. But I didn't think about it until, I want to say I didn't think about it until the quilt was loaded. So it is what it is. If I need it, I have it, but I'm hoping that I don't need it. The other 108 piece that I got, this was not on sale, but in order for me to get free shipping, I had to order at least $50. And this is something that I wanted / needed. It is that pool wide back, and it's 108, and I got another 3-yard cut of it, and I haven't opened it, but I'll show it to you on this, my fist raised quilt. It's this fabric right here, and I have a larger piece of it as well. And so this is going to back a quilt that I made a while ago, and I'll show it to you if you haven't seen it, but it's been a while on the channel. I already had some of this fabric, but it is not 108. And I used part of this for a t-shirt quilt back, but it might be enough to back my giant Jacob's ladder. So I'm going to see how much it is. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know how much I have left of this, but it might be enough to back that Jacob's ladder quilt, but I'm going to leave it. Actually, I'm going to put it with that quilt. So this is the quilt. I won't be able to fold it all the way out, but I'll put a picture in. This is my Jamaican Sunrise quilt. I have not seen it. I haven't pulled it out in a long time. So this is just part of it. Drunkard's Path quilt. And I am going to use this fabric as the backing. I think it's going to be so cool. And of course, taking it out makes me want to quilt it right away, but I'm not going to. I used some fabric that I got a few years ago when I was in Jamaica on a vacation, and some denim to create this with the Drunkard's Path block. It is so cool. And I'm sure that there are videos about it, so I will link them in the description so you can go check them out. But this quilt is going to be amazing with this backing. And I made the binding already, and it's yellow. So that's something that I don't normally do, but I love that quilt. I love the way it feels. It's just so luxurious. I don't know. But yeah, so this is for the Jamaican Sunrise quilt, and I think that it's going to be plenty. I should have some left over. Really exciting. Since I was talking about the fist raised block, this was something else that we got done this week on the live video. I was able to stitch this block together. This pattern is by Jennifer Offenstein. Her website is hooked.com, and she also has a YouTube channel. It's at So Hooked Jen is her YouTube. So you can find this pattern fist raised free on her website. It is paper pieced. I still have the paper on the back of this. But it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much to everybody who tuned in on our live videos this month. Next Wednesday, there will not be a live. I am back at work these days. So we'll do a show and tell of all the Vlogmas projects. That's going to be our last day of July. That's going to be the video. So this was my first block. Here's my second block. I'm going to make at least 12 of these blocks eventually to put together as probably as a wall hanging. I don't think these are going to make a big quilt unless I set them on point. Okay, can't do that. Can't think about that right now. Okay, so this was really fun. I'm glad I did it. This one turned out so much better than this one, but they're both good. I learned a lot when I made the second one. Okay, so the last thing that I want to share is the Jacob's ladder block. I put the other blocks behind me just to kind of remind myself. I think they're so cute, and they should be about 12 and a half right now. This is my leader ender project, making these blocks. My hope is that I can get a 30 block quilt because it'll be about 60 by about 72. And this was the block that I finished. I think I finished it as I was working on the um, the quilt that's on the long arm, and the piano keys for the rainbow strings. So this is that block. I'm just going to put it in here because I have all of these. So this gives me 9. And then I only have a few more to go. I did go ahead and start a new block. Right now, I need to cut some more of the background 2.5-inch strips so that are squares, so that I can have enough to make more blocks. But like I said, I do have another block started. It's going to be so fun. I have really enjoyed stitching. For next week, I did have a thought, and like in my original Vlogmas plan, to make some aprons for Sunday. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. If I do, it'll be a very special surprise, both to me and to you guys. If I can get it done. If not, we'll stick another project in there for Sunday. My Saturday scrap video, I think tomorrow we're going to look at some crumb blocks and make a few, or make one for the video. So if you are interested in making some crumb blocks, definitely tune in to tomorrow's video so that you can check that out. And we are rounding out Vlogmas, hopefully on a high note. This week was kind of all over the place. I ended up not making a video on Tuesday, and then I had to go live twice on Wednesday, and then I released the Thursday video on Wednesday when it should have been on Thursday. So it's just been kind of bonanza, but still a lot of fun. I'm loving all of the projects. I can't wait to do the roundup and see what all needs to, what new UFOs I've created. But it's been a real blast so far, and I can't wait to finish this month out. If you have any questions about what you've seen in this video, leave them in the comments below. Thumbs up this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!